Hello, and welcome to Glamly TV. I'm your host, Lydia Popel, and welcome back. Once again, we are on the Shovels app, and we are going to build another digital dream board. So, thank you guys for your patience. I've been away for a while because I didn't have any storage or room in my phone, so I had to create some, and I'm really happy that I was able to. So now we are back to creating. Alright, so basically most of my dream boards have been me wanting to be a medical esthetician, me wanting to have my own home, me wanting to maybe, I don't know, but maybe have a pet. I'm still thinking about that. I'm not sure if I really want to commit to something like that. Enjoying the luxury things in life. So there's also a few things that I will just keep on my board so I can always have, my eyes on it. And of course, a brand new car. So every single board is going to have basically all of these things until I have it in my possession, my physical possession. So right now we're just going to grow digitally. If you have a Shovels, don't forget to follow me at Lydia Popel. And I believe I have 6 Shuffles up that you can look at as well. But yes, these are just pieces of art that I'm going to just go back to and just program my brain to seek for those things that I want in my life. So we will see. I believe this is, I don't know, my 4th episode, my 5th episode. I'm not sure. It'll probably take into my 300th episode, maybe 400th episode till we really start seeing some changes in my life if I keep up with this YouTube channel. So yes, speaking of being an esthetician and wanting to go to school, it's another 600 hours to take the Master Aesthetics exam in the state of Virginia, because I believe Maryland does not have a Master Aesthetics program available, but you can do it in the state of Virginia and then transfer. That's what I've been reading. But I'm here on Reddit. If you guys have heard, I looked up if there's any esthetician stories online, and I found a few. This one here says, people who wax others for a living, what's the worst horror story you have of a client? And a few people wrote in, so let's see. Because lately I've been looking for a good story, and Reddit has been the best place to find these. I've been having a really good time. Yes. Right here, it says, not me, but this happened to a friend of mine. She and her girlfriend decided to get Brazilian waxes together. It was her first Brazilian wax. Oh boy. She said she had no frame of reference for how much it was supposed to hurt. First strip, okay, few more fine, then one more pull and mega pain. The waxer looked terrified, but then just smiled and just quickly made gestures for her to get dressed and come out front to pay. And this happened in South Korea. When she got home, she inspected the area, and the waxer had actually ripped her labia. She had to immediately go to the hospital to get stitches to have it repaired. All my friend did was go back to the salon with her hospital bill and demand that they pay it and call the matter settled, which they did. Sorry, I kind of veered off there because, whoa, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. What a scare. Oh, that's a really scary story there. That's crazy. Here's another one. I was a hairstylist and we really only ever did facial waxing and offered to clients as an upsell. A regular client of mine was traumatized by a prior waxing experience with a stylist that was not my self years prior and declined. Well, the stylist went to wax her brows and dropped a giant clump of wax on her lashes, then proceeded to take a long time to remove the wax. I think an hour with only water and no oil residue remover. That would have made the wax slide off instantly. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is crazy. That's so sad because, yes, definitely use oil when you get wax on any parts of the body, especially any parts of the body with hair that you don't want to remove. Because that I definitely experienced that with having to wax nose hair, but it went on the mustache too. So don't forget to put oil in the mustache, but you can wax the nose hairs. So that was a really big mistake of mine. Waxing, takes definitely takes some time to learn. But this is my first time reading these stories, and I'm just finding them so interesting. Client story. We went to a waxing studio I had never been to before and got a Brazilian done. The lady did this with beeswax, which you just put on the skin. It dries quickly and you pull it off without a cloth or paper. Well, I call that hard wax. I don't know what beeswax means, but I just call it hard wax. You have to apply it a certain thickness for it to work. The lady begins at first, everything is going well. She works her way to the more private areas, but I can tell she works pretty hard. I have strong hair, and this was after 2 or 3 months of growing. When she gets to the labia, the problems begin. Dang, that area it's just really sensitive, I guess. That's just where the problems. Like, God, she can't seem to rip the hair off. Her solution is to apply more wax on top, but still no budging. More wax is applied, and she starts slightly spreading it out too. So I am now covered in warm, thick wax almost everywhere, which feels a little like wearing a small harness. That's crazy. I get a little scared and just hope that she knows what she's doing. However, she chooses this moment to inform me that it's possible to rip off skin as well and to kind of scold me for having thick hair and incredible people skills. So comforting. Luckily, she somehow managed to get it off. Never going back there though. That got 671 ups. Everyone agrees. That is crazy. I think I'm done with the waxing stories. Ugh. I think I'm done with those horror stories. But yes, if you have any waxing stories, you can share them below. I would love to read them. Brazilians, I am excited to service Brazilians. Absolutely no issue with them. The longer the better, actually. So gets more of the hair out. But yes, let's see if there's any more esthetician stories. A lot of basic esthetician sticks with waxing. But let's see. Estheticians of Reddit, tell me your stories. One time I was lasering a woman's bikini area full Brazilian. Now she was a well put together. This was in a ridiculously wealthy area, but my goodness, the lady's stench was horrific. Like no showering for a few days on her period bad. I knew something was up hygiene wise, so obviously I tried to do this as quickly as possible. Well, I had her lift her leg to her chest so I could do her backside, and there were dried bits of toilet paper stuck to her butt. Now, this has happened before, so I do my best to go around it. I have her lift her other leg, and she freaking had crap smeared all over her butt. I was horrified. Had no idea what to do. Eventually, I told her that she had missed too large of an area why with shaving, and I couldn't be able to get the good treatment, but we would finish it after her treatments were done. It was horrifying. This happened the first month of my career too. Ever since then, I made sure to have baby wipes on hand for people to wipe down with. And usually during facials, I get people that say their skin is in really great condition, and as soon as I touch it and look at it, can immediately tell they need some serious help, and then they don't believe me. Like one lady said, she used nothing but Joy dish soap 3 times a day to wash her face. You could almost see it breaking from dryness. But no, her skin was in excellent condition. So stuff like that happens all the time. It just baffles me how out of tune with their skin people could be. But anyway, that's more of a rant than a good story. Okay, that was interesting. That was an interesting esthetician story. No, but she's right though. A lot of people don't give a fuck about keeping up with their skincare, but they will get the service done. But getting them to purchase the aftercare is like, I don't even know. Like when I used to work at European Wax Center, it was impossible to get them to purchase the serum. I feel like, okay, here's another story. It says, I feel like I'm getting burned out on all posts about esthetician trade being oversaturated. It's putting me in a fear-based mindset about the career path I have chosen. I am just starting out on my own and just signed a year lease for my own space at a salon. Can I get some success stories of women who don't think the field is oversaturated and is still making it? Thank you in advance. All right, here is someone that responded 1 year ago. Yes, the market, yes, the market is oversaturated. However, if you have something you specialize in, it could separate you from others. I manage a med spa, but I love educating. We're planning to add classes in the future, which no one in the area is really offering. Do your research and figure out what will set you apart from others. And she continues to go on to say, I feel the same with the post here recently, but it's not blinding my vision. Hope this helps. That was really nice. Here's another one. I work at a spa with 26 other estheticians in a major US city. Wow, that's a lot. We all work, we all are busy, and we all make money. I make enough money working 2 doubles. It's all I have to work. None of us work more than 4 shifts a week because the money we make at this job took me almost 5 years of crappy jobs and learning everything I could to get here. But it's out there. I just have to find what works best for you. Um, yeah, definitely butchered that. But basically, she's saying she doesn't have to work that much because the money is so good, and not to worry because what she's looking for is out there. And another story, let's see. I've been an esthetician for 17 years after many years of paying my dues, working for others, where I gleaned tons of knowledge from other estheticians and good supplemental financial support in the first 7 years from a spouse with insurance. I now have learned that I'm great at and love to do and do the very best work I can for every single client. I now am a solo esthetician since 2020, making almost 6 figures. I hope to reach that goal by 2024. It takes passion, dedication, and a great support system. You learn to take things You learn not to take things too personally and try to have a good time while you work. Part of the job is having a good personality. The years have flown by and it's been such a fun and satisfying career. There we go. That is a really good one. I really, really like that one. That made me happy. Let's see if I can find. Let me see if I can find another one. And if there are any Reddit stories that you would like to um, get me to read, go ahead and let me know. I would love to look into it. Any story really doesn't have to be just aesthetics. This one is kind of crazy. Esthetician posted photos of my private areas on her Instagram story. Hello. So I went to get a Brazilian wax yesterday. The esthetician I went to is a new one and never went to her before. The experience was great until I found out she was taking photos of my crotch before, during, and after my wax and posting them on her Instagram story. I did not know she was taking the photos, and I certainly never signed anything allowing her to do so. I'm mortified. My crotch is on her story right now. I texted her asking her to take them down, and she has not responded or has taken them down. So I called the non-emergency line, and basically a cop asked if I wanted to press charges. I said no, I just wanted her to remove the photos off of her phone and take them down from her Instagram story. He basically said that he would call her, but if she doesn't answer, just wait until she does something again and they will have detectives come out. I went to check her story just now and they're still up there. They will probably delete themselves once the 24 hours is up, but now I'm thinking about them still being on her phone. So I texted her again asking her to take them down and delete them off her phone. I'm wondering if she doesn't respond and the photos disappear from her story. Do I go ahead and do something else about it? Do I press charges? Do I contact the state board she got her license from or something? I'm absolutely in panic and have severe anxiety already. This was very uncalled for and unprofessional of her to do this to me. I really don't know what to do. I am also scared if I do something, she might find me and retaliate. Okay, so this is finally a story um, that has some replies. The first one says, "Wow, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Absolutely make a complaint to the state board at the very least. You can go to your state board website depending on which state you are in. Typically, somewhere on the front page, you can make a report, file a complaint. They will follow up and probably ask for her proof of consent, which she already doesn't have, and will either pay a fine and or have their license suspended. Please do not feel guilty of this outcome as she 100% knows that this is not okay. Actions have consequences, and I'm sure you're not the first to have this problem." So that was a really good response. And yes, that is really crazy. Oh my gosh. Especially having the internet involved. That is unbelievable. If you guys have any crazy esthetician stories of your own, please don't hesitate to leave them below. I would love to read them on my free time. Again, this is me building my digital dream board online on an app called Shuffles. If you guys have one, don't forget to follow me at Lydia Popel. That right there is a dream home of mine, and I love the well lit walking area, all of the stairs, all the way up into the entrance. That is very beautiful, especially if you were to live like somewhere deep in the woods. I think that would be so beautiful in the greenery like that in the middle of nowhere. So let me see if I can find one more story. These stories have actually been really interesting lately and have given me some really good insight of what these estheticians are experiencing. And another story called Unhinged Client. that I'm reading on Reddit, I found it says, I had my first super negative experience with a client today. Obviously, not everyone is polite, but now being a year fully into aesthetics, this is the first client I've had to refuse service based on the way I was being treated. I want to hear your best or worst unhinged client story you have to make me feel better about my situation. Laughing emoji. Edit. I appreciate everyone's story and the solidarity. I love a large majority of my clients, but also love having a community where we can vent. Y'all are the best. So, one person responded with, I had a client for laser hair removal. I had a client for laser hair removal swear I was burning her, which I was not. I had her on the proper settings and she turned slightly red, which was expected. After explaining it to her and showing her the red area, which was red because she had thick hair there and the laser latched on as it's supposed to, she pushed me and stormed out of the treatment room, then yelled about me to the front desk while my other clients were in the waiting room. I called my manager for her, and my manager explained she was not burnt and what she experienced was normal. I refused to work with her ever again, but my manager did do a courtesy call, and surprise, surprise, she was not burnt. Not apology or anything. I left a note in the system to never book her with me again under any circumstances. All right. That is crazy. That's a very crazy experience to have, especially with her pushing her and storming out of the room and screaming in front of everyone, just messing up the vibes and making everyone nervous. That's crazy, but I'm glad she was able to handle that. I think we have enough time for one more story, real quick. Everyone nowadays wants to go solo. Anyone here enjoy the simplicity of just working for someone else? I've always thought about going solo like everyone, but I love being able to clock out and not worry about work. I love having steady pay and not having to stress when business is slow. I love working for a company. I wanted to eventually go solo when I first started, but now that sounds like my first worst nightmare. I don't have to advertise, use social media, deal with bookings, insurance, ordering supplies. Just show up every day and get to do what I love and none of the stuff that I don't. I'm solo and haven't answered a client phone call in years, online booking and text messaging all the way. I also only recommend going solo to estheticians who have a very high retention rate unless they want to be hustling all the time. It took me less than a year of being open and spending a lot of advertising to get to the point where I barely had to spend any time or money on marketing anymore. But that's because I have 80% retention rate. I've been an esthetician for almost 8 years now. I much prefer working for someone else. And she continues to say, my paycheck is steady no matter what. I can go home and not worry about work stuff. I also don't have to worry about taxes. It would take a lot for me to go out on my own. My issue with working for someone else is that estheticians in my area are underpaid. At my current job, they pay massage therapists fresh out of school more than they pay experienced SDs. I'm definitely looking into going solo eventually. I love working for myself. Like today, I had a lupus flare and scheduled my clients while my old company literally discriminated against me. It's not easy, but it's worth it in my opinion. But what works for you is what's best for you. And one more. I wanted to go two more. As a medical esthetician, I would not be able to operate any of the devices that I use without a doctor. I absolutely love the medical side of aesthetics, and I couldn't ever do the normal aesthetics facial massage stuff, just not my cup of tea. I'll work for my doctor until I retire or he doesn't want me anymore. Ha ha ha. And lastly, again, same with the last comment, I'd love to be solo, but then I wouldn't be able to do the medical things, which is 90% of my menu right now. Which definitely makes sense. The esthetician world is definitely very interesting. And I am thinking about going to school sometime in the future. I'm hoping to save up some money on the side, but for now, just thinking about going solo and doing the basic esthetician stuff, which we will see what I come up with. But yes, thank you guys so much for taking your time to listen and watch my digital dream board being created. I always have fun creating these on Shuffle's app, and I'm so happy that I finally got some more room on my phone so I can continue creating for YouTube. And I hope that I get some more videos done this week, because the first or second video, I said that I wanted to post every single day. So we'll see what other videos I can come up with. I'm thinking about sticking with Reddit stories. This is October, so maybe we'll stick out with some scary stories for the month of October, or anything that's theme driven. And we will definitely come up with some more series that will be connected to the Glamly TV channel. So look out for that as well. And yes, I will keep you guys updated. Also, don't forget to visit my link tree in the description below and visit my digital catalog that is available to everyone online. Sometimes the menu changes, but definitely this week there's a few websites listed for everyone to check out. So don't forget to click on my description below. This is me almost basically I'm pretty much done with creating my dream board. There's my SD bed, my brand new car, my dream house. I absolutely love those outfits. Perfumes, flowers, roses, just the whole shebang, really. I absolutely love this app. It's connected to my Pinterest. Pinterest is so peaceful. I always have so much fun when I'm scrolling along and just building my dreams. I'm definitely going to continue posting. I really, really want to keep up with posting multiple times a week. So hopefully I can keep up with that. But yes, basically a lot of my dream boards are gonna look just like this. I do want to do some things like my dream kitchen, my dream bedroom, my dream closet, my dream anything, my dream backyard. So I guess I can be more specializing with my dreams as well, and compartment them. So yes, I'm just thinking about what else I can do with this YouTube channel on how to get it to grow. So if you have any tips in the comment section, please leave them below. I'm open to learning anything about content creation. Also, other than creating more series and reading more Reddit stories, definitely going to stick with the aesthetic theme of this YouTube channel as well, and with glam, and going to come up with some different content as well. But yes, Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, if you have any stories that you've experienced at work, working as an esthetician, what you experienced at school as an esthetician, if you're also in the DMV area, if you're an esthetician in Maryland, how you're getting by and how you feel about the market and what you think this industry is going to grow into. I would love to read your comments about that as well. But yes, because you never know, I might end up discovering something else with my journey. But right now, that is a part of my dream board. So it's just good to just stick with your dreams and see where programming your brain with these photos can take you. And that's awesome. That's really honestly fascinating. And we will see. So, yes, feel free to check out the Shuffles app and download it at your leisure. It's really fun. You can listen to your music while you're creating your shuffles. You can watch your TV. You can also write. Use this as a diary as well. There's text options on this app, and a lot of everything connected to your Pinterest. So that's always very, very fun. But yes, this is me finally finishing up with my dream board. Dream one day medical. Did I spell that right? I don't even think I spelled esthetician right. That's crazy. Esthetician. I'm gonna definitely I have to edit that. Hopefully I'll be able to edit my hashtags. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here. I literally have so much fun being here. If you are on the Shuffles app, don't forget to check out my other shuffles, my dream car, my dream home, and share your dream boards with me as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and watch out for my next YouTube video. Hopefully some more coming out this week. I really want to post like every single day and see what happens and what I come up with. Thank you. Love you. Glamly TV. Goodbye.